Yeah, that was a tough one. I thought we played really hard. We executed down the stretch. We got stops when we needed to get stops, and to lose on the contested three when we competed so hard, it's a tough one to swallow.
What did you see on that play when Pope hit that?
Um, I think I don't know what they did. I was just watching the count out of bounds, and then I saw him come open. For him to come open and have that second to, line up the ball, I think it was probably maybe a miscommunication or something like that. And he got a second. AC still got a good contest. I think they even made contact on his hand. But he knocked that down, which is a tough shot at the end of the game, and that was that.
It was one of those games where a ton of guards had big games, including CJ, CJ and Allen.
I mean, they had a hot hand. They hit shot after shot. AC started early. He was going all night, and then I think at some point in that fourth quarter, and then when we got in overtime, CJ got hot, and we found AC. We put the ball in CJ's hand, and allowed him to navigate and pick and rolls and make plays and be in position to attack. And then we went to the other end and made them work. And we put ourselves in position to win. It came down to that possession, and they hit a tough shot.
How did you feel second game back?
I felt a little better. I obviously feel better in the first half. When the second half comes and the game goes on, I'm still trying to get my body used to being out there for long spans of time and being able to, be strong down the stretch. And the good thing about it is guys are stepping up and playing well, so I can play off the ball. I can, kind of set screens and get open shots and move around a little more and work my way back in. And, I feel better tonight than I felt last game, and I'm sure next game I'll feel much better. But I know it's going to come a game where I just feel normal out there as far as my wind and my strength, as the game goes on.
Do you think CJ's shot was going to drop and give you the last one?
When he's been getting to that spot, and usually when he gets to that spot, it's cash. I'm used to seeing that go in every time. But it's not going to always go in that situation. He got to the spot that he loves to get to. And once I saw that, when it's that time in the game, I'm still going to crash the glass just in case. And I actually almost got a tip on it. A couple guys got their hand on it, and it went off of him. I was just hoping we had a little more time left to try to get another shot.
Not the result you wanted, but is there something you can take away as far as how you guys battled and the effort you gave through 2 overtimes?
I think this is how we've been playing, for like the last 5, maybe 6 games. And like I said, last game, it hasn't always led to victories. And we can't sit here and say, oh, this is how we want to play, even though we lose. But it's the kind of game that we got to make it. We gave ourselves a chance. It came down to that possession, and we still had a chance to win after that. Those are the kind of games that we have to win, especially on our home court. We didn't win this one tonight, but I'm proud of our growth, what we're becoming as a team.
You want to be on the court always, but the defensive possessions,
Yeah.
you're cool with that, you understand the logic and all that? Or?
I mean, we got guys like Mo and Chief and AC and ET who are all 6'6" and up, and they can defend, and we can switch everything, and that works in our team's favor. Instead of me or CJ getting switched on to a bigger guy who, regardless of how good we guard them, they're gonna always have an option to turn over and shoot over the top of us, and all we can do is contest it. So that changes when you have Chief on them or Mo on them. They don't have that same opportunity. So, I understood it. It wasn't. Can't let my pride get in the way of what makes sense. For one possession.
Is that the first time you remember Terry doing that?
Yeah. In the past, I don't remember us having an option. Having so many wings that are in the rotation that can get out there and do it. So, I think that might have been the first time. Yeah.